Hey, 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 everyone. Welcome back to The Return of Mandy Mae. This is Chapter 3, The Mercy Tree. Jess walked through the paths made by the explosion, winding around the decimated trees. It appeared like a maze without walls. Jess didn't know why she walked through the winding dirt roads, instead of climbing over the trees to get to her destination quicker. But her instincts pressed against her. She could almost hear them singing in the back of her head as she turned each corner. Somehow Jess knew it was better to walk the maze instead. She'd been turning and turning down paths that all looked identical for a while when doubt started to overcrowd her mind. How could she possibly know where she was going? Was Hale playing with her? The last incident had been a close call. Jess began to feel despondent. Her shoulders dropped and her steps began to sag. Jess stopped abruptly. She shook her head, rustled loose the negative thoughts, then pushed them all to the back of her mind. She couldn't predict the future. She had to keep going. So she did. Another hour went by, maybe. Jess pulled out her phone instinctively to check the time, but was met with an imploded screen filled with a splash of black, the screen light flashing maddeningly. She tisked, and with a sigh shoved it back into her pocket. Jess continued to walk and turn more corners. Then she turned left, and the maze that had looked profoundly the same for her entire journey deviated. Not by much, but enough for Jess to notice. She walked forwards towards it, the orb shining ever brighter. Soon enough Jess reached the end of the beam of light. The light was being swallowed by a white stone scored with red shimmering marks, like the sap that had almost drowned her. The rock was a little shorter than her, and came to a slanted point. As Jess approached, she saw on its flat-angled top was a hole. Jess took out the orb, checking its size against the carved hole. She placed it inside. The stone quivered, spitting out gold flecks. It shot deep below ground. Jess looked around frantically as the earth began to quake. Uprooted trees all around her darkened as if being burned by an invisible flame. The trees creaked and twisted upwards off the ground, earth spinning around and drilling through them. Jess took several steps back.